last 2 Sundays we've heard stories about Moses, the story of the golden calf, and Moses' struggle to show the people a different way of understanding God, and Moses' own personal transformation in how he experienced God in his own life. Today we leap ahead to the story of Moses' death. It's interesting that after committing most of his adult life to leading the Hebrew people out of slavery and then encouraging them to be faithful through the decades while searching for the promised land, his life would end before he actually reached his goal. Like Terry, I suppose. Did I just steal your sermon? Not yet. You're close. It's important in this story to realize that there's very little historical evidence to support this story of Moses, or even if a Moses ever existed. If you know this, it should help you to focus less on the characters who are in the story and questioning the historical validity and all that stuff, and focus more on what the story is trying to tell us about our own spiritual journey and how we understand the nature of God. So I'm reading from Deuteronomy chapter 34, which is the end of what they consider the Torah, the 5 main books of the Bible in the Hebrew Scriptures. Deuteronomy 34, 1-12. Then Moses went up from the plains of Moab to Mount Nebo, which is opposite Jericho, and the Spirit of God showed him the whole land. Gilead as far as Dan, all Naphtali, the land of Ephraim and Manasseh, the land of Judah as far as the western sea, the Negeb, the plain, that is the valley of Jericho, the city of the palm trees, as far as Zoar. And the Spirit of God said to him, "This is the land I promised to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob, saying, I will give it to your descendants. I have let you see it now with your own eyes, but you shall not cross over there." Then Moses, the servant of God, died there in the land of Moab. He was buried in a valley in the land of Moab, but no one knows the burial place to this day. The Israelites wept for Moses in the plains of Moab for 30 days. And then the period of mourning for Moses ended, and Joshua, the son of Nun, was full of the spirit of wisdom, because Moses had laid hands on him, and the Israelites obeyed him. Never since has there arisen a prophet in Israel like Moses, whom God knew face to face. He was unequaled in signs and wonders that he performed in the sight of all Israel. May these words open us to God's presence, and may wisdom come to us this day.